Become a man fully capable of living out your masculine nature, dominate the day, dominate your life by taking the risk required to bridge the gap from the impossible to the possible, conquer fear, and become a better man, choosing to stand on the edge of the cliff of life, look over, and have the balls to push society over. This is the Better Man channel, where it is about challenging men to take risks, stand strong in who they are, and reach their full potential. My name is Jaron, a guy who never really took any risks, just kind of let life pass me by, conditioned to go with the flow of the sheep. But I've chosen to begin to direct my own life. Life is not safe. We live in a culture today that wants to coddle and wrap up and hold and nurture men and women. We live in a politically correct world where we don't want to offend anyone. We want to please everyone. Everyone's opinion matters. Everyone's opinion, we uphold everyone's opinion, even though they have no backbone, no experience, no truth to uphold their bullshit. We're teaching people to run away, to shrink and shirk their responsibilities. We're teaching men to be good people, not good men. So we have a lot of effeminate and soft men. And here's my problem. Life is not safe. There's risks. Bad shit happens. Bad things are going to happen. I don't care if you are living a perfect life. You're adhering to your code. You're doing everything in an upright and noble manner. There's still shitty people out there, and shit's going to happen no matter what. Therefore, it is crucial that we do not teach society, that we do not teach people, that we do not teach ourselves to shrink away from the problem, because as we shrink and hide in the shadows, the problem only appears to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And we see anxieties running rampant in our culture today. Everyone's getting a prescription for their phobias, for their anxieties. Everybody's tense and uptight, looking over their shoulder. We're all worried about something because we've been coddled and entitled, and we're waiting for life to fall into our lap. And that is not how it happens. There's always going to be risk. Therefore, it is always going to require some courage to face the adversities, to stand upright with a backbone. As men, to remove that effeminate, soft narrative that has been placed upon us and has conditioned us to kind of shirk responsibility and wait for handouts and to be entitled. We have to remove that. Life is never going to be easy. There's always going to be some risk required, and there's never going to be that perfect time to become the person that you want to be. There's never going to be the ideal conditions to pursue the life that you know you're capable of living. There's always going to be risk required. And the bonus to this, in a culture where everybody's kind of standing in the shadows and kind of waiting and waiting, a man that is capable of moving forward, taking the risk, standing up for what he believes in, willing to pursue with risk and courage what he knows waits on the other side of the unknown. He's able to bridge the gap from the impossible to the possible by conquering that fear that holds everybody back, that resigns others to the shadows, to that average mediocre living. Life is not safe. There's always going to be risk, but risk offers us rewards, and risk offers us the rewards that the average, the fearful, the mediocre, they're just going to stand back and they're going to wait for someone else to conquer that territory. It's wide open, guys. We live in a culture today where the terrain is wide open for a man with a backbone to go and conquer and expand his kingdom. Risk is always going to be required to live a meaningful, rewarding life. Are you willing to stand on the edge of the cliff and jump off? Are you willing to run towards the adversities? Life wants to coddle us. Or not life, forgive me. Not life, but society. They want to coddle you and wrap you in their arms so that you always rely on them. As men, reclaiming our sovereignty, restoring with a storming of our masculinity, storming each day, taking advantage of the day with our masculinity, it is imperative that we begin to take risk. Be willing to know that you're going to fail. There's going to be some setbacks. But we overcome them by getting up, learning from the mistakes, knowing that the mistakes only make us better, knowing that the failures are only going to strengthen us and separate us from those that are not going to get back up. Life is an up and down process, man. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be failures. There's going to be those shitty days. But as a man reclaiming your masculine nature, get up, grab the day by the throat, squeeze the hell out of it until you get what you want. We are men reclaiming the rewards that require risk. Quit sitting back in the shadows, scared of your own shadow, scared of what society pours out upon you through media and news and through all the other BS. Become a man fully capable of living out your masculine nature. Dominate the day, dominate your life by taking the risk required to bridge the gap from the impossible to the possible, conquer fear, and become a badass. And if you have to, push those over the cliff that are in your way. I love you guys. You will hear from me next episode.